Audrey.
And this is Adrian. Welcome.
And today we're going to talk about how to get your man to propose to you.
That's a heavy topic. It's a common topic. We hear this all the time. Well, you hear this all the time, more than I hear this. Yes. I'm just like eavesdropping in the background of half of these conversations. But yeah, it's a common thing. So if you're with somebody and you've been with him for a while, a couple of years, and he hasn't proposed,
there's no signs that he's going to put a ring on it. You keep, giving hints and it's just not happening. Every single one of your girlfriends got the ring, but you didn't. This video is for you.
Yep, we're going to go through a bunch of steps, calculated steps in no particular order. That's going to help you to get that man to put that ring on you and, have that wedding of your dreams. So let's get right into it. Okay, so one of the most important ones is make sure that he has told you that he would marry you.
Many women have this thing of like, oh no, we are going to get married, but the guy actually did not say that he wanted to get married. Many guys are like, oh, we'll see. We'll see does not mean that he will get married. He has to kind of tell you, yes, I want to get married to you, but then the but is whatever, right? Then you have to figure out the but. We'll get there after. But he has to tell you that that's what he wants to get out of this relationship.
Yeah, because I've been in some situations where after the relationship ended and all of that, my family members would be telling me that, yeah, she said that you guys were going to get married, you guys are going to buy a house together, you guys are going to have a kid. And I'm like, I never told her that. I don't even know where she's getting that. So maybe she's assuming that or whatever. But in all reality, we weren't at that peak or that level in our relationship at all. So a lot of miscommunication, misinformation. So I would get straight to the point and find out if this person would marry you, basically.
Yeah, I would actually even go straight forward as asking the question, are you going to marry me? Do you see us married in the future? If that's your goal, actually, to get married with this guy, I think it's just so fair to just go ahead and ask the question. And don't take assumptions and just don't hint, because some people just don't get hints.
Some people just don't get it.
I actually have a feeling that guys are the worst at getting hints. You just tell them how it is and then you take the answer how it is.
And for the most part, believe the answer. If they're telling you, I don't want to get married, I'm not the type to get married, or even worse, I don't want to marry you, he may not be lying. Don't get mad 10 years later, 15 years later, and he never pops the question and you're getting mad at him. Some guys will tell you, you've heard the story, the guy told you, I don't want to get married, I just want to fool around, I just want to do this or that, I don't want any kids, whatever it may be. And you're thinking that he said something totally different, and he told you in exact words that he's not doing it. So when a person tells you something, to some degree, believe what they're saying.
Yeah. That's true. I'll totally just ask them and see and hear also what he's telling you throughout this time that he hasn't proposed, throughout the time that you guys been together. Listen to
Check the body language. If he looks like he's gonna faint, you know what I mean? If it's just instant sweat starts coming down his face.
Yeah. Well, not to say as well that some guys, even though in the beginning they may say that they don't want to get married and then they end up getting married. Yes. Yeah.
But if he tells you particularly, I would never marry you.
Yeah, there's a very low chance that he actually will.
Yeah, he might be a placeholder. Unfortunately, no, until he finds that right person. Don't act like you guys don't do it to us all the time. It happens. I mean, we're placeholders too, guys.
Sometimes you can't find better and you just stay.
Until you find that one?
Until they find the person. Yeah. Don't be a placeholder.
Don't be a placeholder. You are valuable. You deserve happiness. You deserve the wedding 100%. That you want. You deserve the husband that you want. So don't settle for a non-marriage if marriage is your thing.
Yeah, if marriage is your thing and you want someone to sign those papers with you, ride or die, and it's not just me, it's ours type of relationship, yeah, I guess just look for that person and don't waste your time. He's not
Exactly.
proposing for a while. I wouldn't even give a timeline, right?
And we as
But
men, we pretty much will know. I'm gonna kind of let the cat out the bag. We know pretty early whether or not we'll marry you. Probably, I knew I would marry her the day I met her. Like, I'd marry this girl. You know, now it's a matter of like, as time progresses, is she who I think she is, or you know,
yeah.
if she lives up to whatever my standard is, and also obviously if I live up to whatever her standard is, that will entail like whether or not we get married. But I knew I would marry her, and unfortunately for me, and I'm gonna say sorry to all my exes, I knew when I met them that I'm not gonna marry them. Probably is gonna be some fun, have some fun. Not to say later on I didn't catch feelings, not to say I didn't fall in love or anything like that, but there was not this thing that I'm gonna marry this person. I want to spend the rest of my life with this person. Sometimes it may be like maybe in time things will change. That's like, you know, the conversation I would have with myself in my head. But I guess once I met her, I realized that like, no, I actually I know what I want. I just haven't found it yet, and now I found what I want, and I will marry this person provided she says yes. I propose,
yeah.
right?
And I actually, well, he told me first that he was going to marry me anyways, but in my head was like, I did not want to be in a relationship with someone already that wasn't looking towards that phase in their life. So even if I get about like 2 months into a relationship, I know it may be too early, and then I don't see any signs that this is going like as far as I want it to go, because I don't like wasting my time, or I didn't like to waste my time.
I wasted a lot of time in my life.
Yeah, I didn't like to waste my time, so for me, what it was gonna be just goodbye, you know, and
Fair enough.
not wasting my time, not increasing my body count, not increasing like, you know, like, because you don't want to waste time with guys. It's just, at least that's my personal thing. I never wasted time.
And guys, you shouldn't be doing that with women too. I'm guilty of it. I knew I wouldn't marry the person, and I strung on the relationship long and long and long.
You get comfortable.
And you get comfortable, this, that, and then it ends up falling apart. You already knew in your head, this is a bad idea. This is not gonna work. And you women, I'm sure you guys meet that guy. It's probably a bad idea, whatever, but you find him to be hot, or you find him to be funny, or you find him to be whatever it may be, that attraction part. But you know, this is probably not husband material, or you know, this is not wife material, or maybe it's maybe not material, but maybe somebody I wouldn't marry, or maybe somebody that you wouldn't want to marry or bring to your family, or whatever it may be. So let's stop leading each other on. We're all adults here. Let's make better choices, better decisions, and there'll be less heartbreaks and heartache out there. So let's get into
step 2.
Number 2. Okay, so another very important one is to be his safe space.
Yeah, be someone that he can come to and trust, talk to about, I don't know, his deepest secrets, his deepest fears, and he can just pour out his heart to you. And so he doesn't feel like you're just gonna take that and, I don't know, make fun of him with your girlfriends, or take that to like his family members, or I don't know, use it the wrong way or against him, or you can keep it to yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because nobody wants their, for lack of better words, dirty laundry aired out all over the streets. You know, like, also may not even be something like that he did particularly wrong. He might have lost his job per se. He's going through some financial struggles. The last thing he needs to find out is that you're out there, man. This man is broke. Can't take me out to fancy dinner. I don't have this car I cannot get this house I want. And maybe he's doing everything in his power to get that, but right now things are tough. And a lot of men, I'll be honest, we're very ego driven. Our ego is a lot to us. A lot of us stand on our egos. So our egos are fragile. We may portray a very tough exterior, like, you know, on the street or in public or whatever, but deep down inside, a lot of it's a defense mechanism, because we don't want to be hurt. So we're a lot of times we're afraid to be vulnerable. We're taught not to be vulnerable.
First of all,
don't cry. Certain things you're not supposed to do. Don't show your emotions and all of that. So
don't tell her that like you love her so much because she's gonna use it against you.
So now imagine you do express your feelings or something really bothers you and you cry or whatever, and then you find out, you hear in the corner she's talking to your girls, and like, this bitch was fuck crying, or this guy's acting like a punk or whatever. That will shatter in him. He'll probably never open up to you again.
Yeah. So make yourself his best friend, I would say, first of all. Like someone that he can come and talk, and it is not, we're talking more about like negative feelings per se, but it could be actually like happy feelings. Like when he has something going on for himself, he heard a very good news, you are the first person that he dials to talk to, and not like this other girl that he has, a girlfriend from the past, that's her that knows first, or like even his mom knows first. I feel like, even, but that's would be a topic for another video. Also, but like, you come first, so like you should always come first in his mind, as like, okay, I can talk to her about anything and everything. She will not judge me. If anything, she'll help me be a better person, and I trust her with all my heart. Right? You want to be that person.
Yeah, and especially if this guy is like doing well for you, like he's taking care of you, he treats you good, he treats you like the queen that you deserve to be treated like. If he's going through a tough time, help him. He's helping you maybe with the bills, helping you clean around the house, helping you cook, helping you with the kids, so on and so forth. Maybe in this stage of his life, or just maybe it's a small point of his life, maybe he needs your help. Maybe giving him $100 or $500 to help for him to clear his card note this month may make that huge difference, because a lot of us also have pride. Me personally, I don't like to ask anybody for anything, to go call this person and say, man, I need to borrow $500. I'll go work extra 50 hours on top of the 50 hours I already worked before I ask somebody for that. So at least, if you have a partner that's like, hey baby, I know you're trying hard. He's going out to work every day 100 hours and it's just not making ends meet. Yeah. That little $500 you give him, he'll give it back to you tenfold. He already gave you 100%. He probably doesn't have the money because he gave it to you in the first place. Yeah. So you don't also want that guy to feel like that he's being used as well, or that you wouldn't cover him,
or you are like, to you he's your safe place, but it's not vice versa.
Yeah, it's not reciprocal.
Like, it's not reciprocal. Like, you are not his safe place. Exactly. And you want to be that person.
Exactly. That's really important. So I think we're ready to get into part number
3.
Okay, I thought it was 4. 3? All right. Act like a wife before becoming a wife.
So show him your skills, girl. Like, show it to him that you can hold it down, pretty much. I'm not trying to be stereotypical. I'm not trying to say that a wife means to like cook, clean, take care of the house, make babies and stuff like that. But it's nice, right? To like be this person that like can just hold it down, hold the house down, especially if you're someone that wants a guy to like, if you're someone more traditional, let's use that word, traditional, like in which you prefer to stay home and take care of the stuff that goes on in the house, and he's most like outside and making the money or anything like that, depending how the dynamics is from your relationship. Just show it to him before he even puts a ring on it that you can do this. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That you can handle things. Mm-hmm. And vice versa. Maybe it could be actually you the breadwinner. You know what I mean? Because it happens in a relationship in which like the woman is the breadwinner, or it's both, it's combined, or the woman's mostly at the house. Whatever the dynamic is, just show it to him that he can rely on you and you can be the wife. So in my opinion, right? Mm-hmm. In my case, I show it to him that I can cook.
She's a good cook.
I can clean.
Our house is always
very
clean.
Much. I can hold things down in the house, but at the same time, I can work hard for myself. That would translate in our relationship. Work hard for us, right? Mm-hmm. So I guess that's what I bring to the table, I would say.
Yeah, and when it boils down to it, as like Beyonce would say, Let me cater to you. You know what I mean? Like, we like to be catered to.
Song.
We like to, like, feel like we're important, like we're special, you know? And we want to know that you can hold it down, especially if you don't have kids prior to marriage, that she can take care of a home, that she can provide a meal, so on and so forth. Not to say that the guy can't do that. I don't know if, I guess you guys could, I see on the rest of her posts, I know how to cook very well. So I don't mind cooking. You know, I don't mind cleaning. I don't mind helping out with any of those tasks. I do it a lot, to be honest with you. But to know that my wife can do it, I think it was very important to me. I don't want a woman, I come to your home and it's just like a tornado went through there. You know, like cleanliness, in my opinion, is next to godliness, right?
Yeah.
I like food. I like to eat all the time. I like to know that I know how to cook first and foremost, so I know how to take care of myself. But like if I come home and I'm starving from a long day's work, that I can have a nice home cooked meal, like waiting for me. You know, I might finish 2 a.m. I don't want McDonald's. I've been working all day. It'd be nice to come home to a meal. And sometimes if she's out there busier than me, I don't mind doing it too.
I come home to a meal.
Exactly. I can go both ways. But I'm saying, like, you gotta, like, not fake it till you make it, but you don't dress up for the job that you have. Dress up for the job that you want.
Yeah.
If you want to be a business person, start putting on a suit. Start walking around with a briefcase. You want to be a wife? Start acting like a wife. Start carrying yourself like a wife. Don't have yourself out there all in the streets in compromising situations that you shouldn't be in if you're married to somebody. Don't wait for you to have a ring on it to change some of those things that you should be changing. Like, I understand when you're single, you can do certain things that are different than if you're married. But the guy's not gonna want to marry that girl still in the single phase, in the single life. He's gonna want to marry the woman that carries herself like his wife. So I considered her to be my wife long before I even gave you a ring, and definitely before we got married, which was like about like a year after I proposed to her. And to be honest with you, if I didn't see her carrying herself like a wife, she wouldn't become my wife. I'm not going to take the chance on it either. And I think the same thing would go for a woman to a man. If your man's out every night, he still has all these other girls and doing all this thing, don't think a ring is going to, or a wedding is going to change that. No, it's not. If he needs to be changing that stuff long before that time, and I think the same thing applies to women. I'm gonna be observe. We're gonna sit back and look at your actions, how you move, how you carry yourself around certain people, other men. Yeah. These are things that we're looking at.
What are your conversations are like?
Yeah.
Like on the phone. I know everybody has this thing. Oh, it's private on my phone. Mm-hmm. I don't believe in this thing of privacy. You know, if you want to be with someone, I should be able to be transparency. To be transparent, I should be able to. It's not saying that like you have to be on your man's phone every day, or
if you're taking a crap, maybe you can like have a crap in peace.
Yeah, like or that. Maybe like your man is on your phone all the time or anything like that to check. It's not really about that, but it's really about like being open to the person. And how frustrating will be a guy going to your phone and then you're talking to John, you're talking to Max, and then you're talking to this person.
And he's saying, hey, sexy, hey, beautiful, hey,
and
just
he has no regards into like the relationship that you are, like no respect, no boundary. I don't think it would be good for a guy to see that, and vice versa for women. And let
me clarify one thing, because you women have this thing that you have these guy friends, but they're only friends, right? Now, okay, I'm not gonna cause a whole riot here, but I truly believe for the most part a lot of you women have these guys that are your friends. You won't give it up to him because you respect your relationship, but that guy would stick it in you the second you give it to him. If you were to call him right now and say, you know what, Adrian's acting like an asshole right now, I can't stand him, I'm done with him, come over, I need some D right now. You'll be here, bing, bing, bing. Before you even hang up the phone, your door's ringing. He's in there. He's ready. Because I'll tell you, hold on.
The kind of words you're opening
listen, because I'm a guy. So I know, not saying for every guy, but I'm not an idiot. Guys will wait in the cut. They'll be waiting like this. In the cut, waiting for that one mistake. that one slip up from that guy. Because not every guy is like forthcoming and forward. They're not gonna tell you, man, want to get with you, this, that. They'll play the friend role. They're that guy and then you end up becoming like his best friend when you should be best friends with your man. So you end up telling him all your problems, all of this, and if he's smart enough, all he has to say is, I would never do that to you. Man, if I was your guy, I would have handled it this way. Even he might be even the same as that guy or even worse, but he's catching you at an emotional state.
Yeah.
He's catching you when you're very vulnerable. So be careful with that. And us guys know, especially if you're beautiful, attractive, successful woman, there's only a few guys that actually don't want to get it in with you. I'm sorry. That's our nature for the most part.
Yeah. I will keep men and women friendship at the minimum, next to non-existent, just to not cause any unnecessary issues.
And let's be real, I'm a guy, so I'll let the cat out the bag again. Guys, you're gonna hate me for this. You're probably gonna unsubscribe to our channel, but like, if you're not allowed to be on my phone, there's probably something in there. And if there's nothing in there, I want to make sure that if something comes in, you're not catching that thing that's coming in there before I catch it and before I can erase it. I cannot speak for everybody. I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm not putting pictures in your phone or inappropriate text messages or WhatsApp messages in your phone. I'm just saying, I'm being honest with you.
And
hold on.
to women.
Yeah, I'm saying, if there is something, I'm telling you,
Yes,
if you cannot come in my phone, there's probably something in my phone. Every woman that I told that I need my personal space and whatever I might have told them, it's because I had another girl on the side. Let's just be real. That's what it was. I wasn't perfect. I wasn't born yesterday. And I made many mistakes in my life. But I'm trying to just be honest. And I'm trying to help people and guide them to one day get to the point where it took me a long time to get to get married, right?
So women, once I met Adrian, he knew my passwords for everything. He still knows my passwords.
She knows my password. She doesn't need a password. You put your face by my phone to open my phone.
Yeah, I just opened his phone.
But I have nothing to hide.
But it wasn't to it was mostly to show him that here am I. This is my all. I'm not hiding anything. I don't need to hide anything. He never truly went through my phone for anything, but just the fact that he could open my phone and open anything.
And she'd be an idiot.
Just,
she'd be an idiot to like even have somebody in her phone. I can actually just go on her phone. Or if I have like some other girl, I better have a fourth phone or a hidden phone somewhere because the notification will just show. She'll see. So, but I have nothing.
Yeah,
to so
but it's just to show transparency and
make the person
openness.
Comfortable. Make the person comfortable.
This is, we're here. We're serious, pretty much, to show that you're serious. Yes, there's privacy, all this thing like, oh, they shouldn't have privacy. Yes, you should have privacy. You should be able to like not keep worrying that the person is on you, but there should be transparency at the same time. So I don't know, find a balance, whatever works for you.
Make sure you have the same goals.
Ask him what his goals are, pretty much. Like, it's that simple, and make sure that it just aligns.
Yeah.
Like, if his goal is to, I don't know, like, finish his career, then get into the family thing, and your goals are, I want a family right now, I don't care about career, there's gonna be a lot of bumpy in there.
Yeah, your goals may not be aligned, The guy may not want to have kids at all. Maybe he already has kids. Maybe he already has 3-4 kids. He doesn't want to make any kids anymore, but you're ready to have a kid right now. Those two may not align. Not to say that the person may or may not change their mind. But if the person doesn't change your mind, somehow you guys, do what you do and you end up having a child. There may be some resentment on his behalf. There may be some resentment on your behalf because maybe he's not going to be, which is wrong, but not be as supportive as he should be because he didn't want to have a child with you in the first place, which is, I'm not saying it's right, but this happens. People get into their emotions and their feelings. He was just thinking about career, or he's thinking about retiring, or his kids are they just reach 18 or something like that, and he doesn't want no babies around, and then you guys decide, or one or the two decide to have a child, he may have resentment later. And in turn, you may end up resent. Imagine you have my child and I'm not supportive. I'm not there for you. I'm frustrated that you're having my child compared to I'm happy you're having my child, and things of that nature, right?
Yeah, that's just one example, but it could be almost anything in life. It could be vice versa too. It could be like the girl is like, no children right here, and
could be the opposite.
And he absolutely wants a family. That could be a downer for him to propose to you, because it's like, I want a family and she doesn't want a family. So how are we supposed to, get married? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, getting married is a very I wouldn't say definitive. That's what I actually wanted to say. It's a very definitive decision. But there are things called divorce, the D word that we don't like to say to each other.
Yeah.
But it is a hassle, to divorce. So if you're going to get married, make sure this person is on the same page as you. And even if you're not going to get married, I would say if you get into a relationship with someone that does not have the same goals as you, it's either you get married and it's just this, you're fighting all the time, you're disagreeing all the time, you guys are just in two different worlds and it's just not matching, or you never get married because he's never going to propose to someone that is not just aligned with him.
Yeah, and it also speaks to keeping up with your person, because who I was, I guess, around 5 years ago when we met, and who you are today is not exactly 100% the same person.
Yeah.
Our core values and beliefs are relatively the same, but maybe I wanted to go in this direction at that time, and right now I want to go in this direction, and you're still going in that direction. We may have some disconnect right there.
Yeah.
You may have been into, I don't know, whatever it may be at that time. Your focus was on, I don't know, school to become, you did kinesiology. But now your focus is on business.
Yeah.
That's you have to stay up to date with your person, because your person should be, and most likely is evolving and becoming a better person and thinking at a higher level than they were thinking at before. So if you're not growing with them, you may just lose the connection that you have. You end up, I see a lot of people in relationships that they're with a person for 15 years and they don't even know who they're with. They knew the person in the beginning, but 14 years you guys were going in this direction, and when you look back, you're like, why am I even with this person? You don't listen to me. I don't understand you. You don't understand me.
Yeah.
So keep up with the person and have some similar interests. It's okay if I like basketball way more than you do, but if you're going to church every weekend and I'm hitting the crack pipe, it's probably it's probably not gonna work. You know what I mean?
Firing.
No, but I'm saying there's some things that are they say opposites attract.
Yeah.
To some degree, we actually have a lot of similarities more than opposites. I talked to a lot of my opposites and it didn't necessarily work.
Yeah.
I'm saying, if you're going to church and I'm gonna go hit the crack pipe, there's gonna be some issues, some serious issues going on that you may need some counseling for.
And also, not to say that the person may not change the goals, okay?
Yeah.
You can also advocate for your goals.
Of course.
Of the why you think your goal will be something worth or will be important to address first, right? I took the example of having kids, not having kids, just because it's so common, and I keep listening to this all the time. Everybody keeps asking us oh, we want to have a kid and he's not married, and we're not married, or he doesn't want to have kids now, So, okay, why do you think having kids right now would be important for you, for us as a couple? Because let's not ignore the fact that, okay, we are the birth people, right? Like we say it right now, we're the birth parents.
You guys have a biological clock.
So we have a biological clock.
Yeah.
That's one.
Which we don't.
That guys have to understand as well.
I could probably have a kid when I'm 70.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we're the one carrying the baby for 9 months, probably nurtured them for the first year. It's mostly on us. So making sure that it's the right time for you, so you have something smoother, it's very important, but also advocate. Like, you feel like, oh, you know what, my clock's running, my age is running, you know. So that's why I feel like having kids right now would be important. We can focus on your career at the same time. If that's his goal, is focusing on his career, I'll help you out. But you know, I think this will be important. Or I don't know, buying a house would be nice now because I don't know, the space is getting smaller, we have way too many kids, or whatever. Goals can be changed, and can be discussed, it can be advocated. The only thing that we're just saying is that try to have almost the same goals to avoid that the other person like just feels like, okay, you know what, she's too far away and I probably cannot catch up to her, so I probably cannot stay with you. You can also talk about it.
I support your goals, and goals can be basically happening at the same time. You can have a goal that you're wanting to reach, and I have a goal that I want to reach, and I can help you get to that goal probably faster than you can get it to it by yourself, and you can help me reach that goal faster than I could do it by myself. So just because maybe our goals are not exactly the same, once I put my energy into making your dreams become true, they become my goals. Like, her dreams are my dreams, her wants are my wants, her pain is my pain. So there's nothing that she wants to do that if I take enough time to think about it, that I won't find a way that I can help make that happen, and in turn I embody that as my own goal, which makes me better understand her, and just makes it happen way easier for the both of us. Let them know that you appreciate them.
Yeah, you know how us girls, you know, when we get our hair done, I don't know, we be here in the gym, so we feeling the difference, and we just want him to say, oh, look at how beautiful you look, or look at how your hair looks. He notices your hair, you know, it's something that you've done differently. The guy wants that too.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I feel good. You tell me, you know, you look so good today. Yeah, girl. Yeah, I'm looking good.
So,
you know what I mean? Or tell me, you know, how great of a job I'm doing as being a provider, or for, you know, helping you like to reach your goals and your dreams. Those things go a long way. You believe it or not, telling your guy that he's important. We may not be good at expressing that we need this, but we need this too. And the last thing you want, because we find, especially like a lot of us, we're all like hard workers, and like most of these things, they go both ways, man to woman, woman to man, or whatever. But like, you don't want to be going to work and there's this woman every day. It's like, nice tie, nice shoes, nice this, and he comes at home and you're looking at him like he's a piece of crap. Like, take out the garbage. Turn off the lights. Put down the toilet seat.
Or
it's always
the worst thing you can do,
like a nag to him, instead of like building him up. You know what I mean? We like compliments too. We want to feel good about ourselves, just like we want. Like, I tell you, you're beautiful every day.
Yeah.
You know, so it probably has way less value if another man were to walk up to you and be like, "Hey, beautiful." You know, first of all, you know you're beautiful, but you're not lacking in the compliments. You get that every day, and we like compliments too. We don't want to be like hearing this compliment and be like, yeah, like we have to double check ourselves, because like I said, we're a very ego driven person. So for people, I should say, so we need that. It's important.
And I think the worst thing that women do, actually, I'm saying that because I hear some of my friends doing that and saying that, or whatever, or people that I know saying that, the worst ever, because if anybody did that or said that to me, I'll feel like crap. But it will be like, you make an effort about something that you feel like you make an effort. Like, I could take a simple example as, I don't know, washing the dishes, okay? Not to say this is not gendered, like based, this example is not gender based, but let's say he washes the dishes and he's been washing the dishes the whole day. I don't know, there was a party and it's been helping you. And you just say like, that's what every other guy would do. That's what every other guy does.
I've heard that before. I've heard that about myself. I've been with people. I've got
Any guy would do that for me.
I got them many TVs, nice things. You're like,
Girl.
yeah, anybody would do that. When I came in your life, I'm sorry, you didn't have a TV. You didn't have this or didn't have that. And I bring in all these things to the table, busting my ass off, working 16-hour shifts, and you act like I never did shit for you. I did nothing for you.
Yeah,
you
like,
know?
oh, any guy would have done it. Okay, if any guy would have done it, go get that
Where's
guy.
that guy? Where is he?
That would have done it, right?
Call him.
So, so stop comparing all the guys all the guys would have done it. If all the guys would have done it,
You'd probably be with
you
that
would
guy.
have been with that guy. You would have been married to that guy. You would have been happily ever after with that guy.
It's true. Yeah.
Period. I'm not trying to throw shots in here, but it's just
reality,
right? Be appreciative. It does not kill you to like just say, I see what you did yesterday. Good job. No gender base, right? Of anything. Could be vice versa, right?
Yeah,
I know this video is more purpose to like, to men, but even a woman, like she's working at home. The guy's not seeing what she's doing. She's washing laundry. She's cleaning the house, and she's caring to the baby, and she's doing this, she's doing that. She has barely time to sleep. She has barely time to shower,
breastfeeding, and all that stuff.
All that stuff, and the guy just stays home. And just sees the one thing that she hasn't done and focuses on that.
How come that this is right there? How could you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But not seeing all the work she's putting in.
Could have stayed home and be like, babe, wow, the house was clean. Oh, the baby's fed, the baby's good, but the house is a mess. Oh, good job today. And maybe I'll help you to continue to do something else, because maybe like the person has a pet peeve, like the dish is still there. Do it then. Yeah. She didn't have time. You don't know what she was doing. She don't know if your baby had colic the whole day. She has to like stay beside the baby. You don't know. Don't know, right? So the same thing goes for women. Like he bought you something. It's not really the gift that you were expecting or whatever.
But he took his hard-earned money to get that for you.
Yes. So.
And sometimes we test you, like. When I first met you, I didn't take her to no
fancy restaurant,
$500 dinner, no $1,000 dinner or $200 dinner. I took you to get ice cream. It was very inexpensive. I took you to a shawarma joint, cost no more than $15, and all I was looking at is her facial response. Is she here for the bag or is she here for me? Now we go out to amazing places all the time, but like I want to see how you're gonna react, and will you appreciate that I'm even making the effort to provide a meal for you? Because maybe I don't have as much money as whatever somebody may think I have or whatever. Do you like me for me? If we eat at a simple place, and are you gonna be like, are you gonna be like, I gotta go right now? Like message your girl, call me right now so I can get out of here. You never know, right? So even guys, we're not as dumb as we act. Sometimes some of us think and be like, I'm not gonna start off with $1,000 meal. She's gonna answer the phone every time I call. Let me take her to a simple place, but have a great day with her. Take a long walk in the park and whatever. Get to know her and see if she picks up the phone the next day. See if she's still nice to me or she puts me on the back burner. And hey, it worked. She's still here. And wait, show them the ring. She got a ring. So
yeah.
So
100%.
So let's get into the next one. So the last one, not the least one, have fun. Have fun with your partner.
Go out, get to get more discoveries, more memories of that person. That's very, very important.
Yeah, like even when we've been together for 5 years and we still are dating. We're married, we still date. We date like we just met. We go out to eat all the time, we hang out. We don't club that much, but we club every chance we get.
Yeah. We make jokes. We constantly play in the house.
Check our page on our shorts. We're on there doing all these crazy things every day.
Things that we don't even post. We're constantly joking with each other.
We just laid in the snow for our last video. If you check our shorts, we just laid in the snow because we thought of something and we laughed, looked at each other and laughed like, let's do it. Dare you to do it. And we just went and do it. Yeah. A lot of people, they feel like they're in these relationships in the beginning, you're having the time of your life. You're dating, you're doing this, you're doing that. and then later on this all stops, or you have kids, you can't do anything fun anymore, and that's how people end up looking elsewhere. Unfortunately, they shouldn't, but like you find fun in this other person, you find fun even just with your friends. Your partner is should be like your best friend, and you should have the time of your life with that person.
Not to say that you don't have to be serious. There's a lot of seriousness. There's actually a lot of seriousness in our relationship in particular. We have a lot of things to deal with. And like a lot of serious things. But we don't forget to like have fun and be happy.
And that's the
joyful.
thing, like the negative connotation towards getting married for men is that like life ends. like you know, I think if women see it as a new beginning, men see like it's the end. It's the end of everything. No more other girls, no more late nights with the friends, no more, I don't know, partying, no more anything. So if he's like, no, this person, I want to turn up today, she's ready, let's go, let's turn up. Why wouldn't I marry? That's my best friend, you know? Like, she's fun as hell. Super fun. She's super classy and all of that, but I'm not lacking of anything. So when I was getting married, I'm like, what am I losing? I'm not really losing anything. I'm gaining.
And see, this word that
for lack of better words, locking in this person for the rest of my life. That's perfect.
Yeah, and this word that he just used, that's a guy's word. I'm not losing.
Yeah.
A lot of guys felt like they're gonna lose something by getting married. Instead of like, the whole purpose of marriage is adding another
I hear
person.
It all the time from men. Like,
so
when I say I was getting married,
it's a thing that men has. Like, they feel like marriage is losing. Oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to like do all those things, and I'm not gonna be able to, I don't know, grow my life as fast. And like, if a guy ever feels that way with you, he may even never get married. In general, not just to you, but to just like anybody.
If I thought all good things and all fun things and all happy things are gonna end, I'm not getting married. Yeah. This is why it took me so long to get married. It didn't take me long to marry you per se, but I didn't get married to anybody else. I'm like, this is gonna be the end. It already looks bad. It already looks bleak. It already looks bad already. I'm like signing my life away to end my life. Nope, I'm not signing that paper. I'm not doing nothing. And I hear these stories from men all the time. Like, it's like the end. Like, they look at me like, you sure you want to do this? Like, you're free. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, nah, like, I'm marrying my best friend. But at the same time, as a couple, you got to keep up with it. It's not just gonna happen. You gotta, like, especially if you have kids and you have like jobs and responsibilities, you may have to schedule it. You may have to say, you know what, Fridays we're going out.
With our job,
we're getting a babysitter. We're getting our parents. We're getting an auntie. We're getting a cousin. Somebody's watching these kids, and we are going out every Friday. Call it being selfish, call it whatever you want to call it, but sometimes you have to be a little bit, I guess, selfish to preserve your relationship and the sanctity and the value of your relationship. You know what I mean? You don't want it to go down the hill, because sometimes it's hard to get back up there when you let it go too far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and even at home, like, even if it's not something that you guys are going on dates per se, but even at home, have fun, be fun. Be a fun person to like be with at the house. Like, the one thing that I love about like Adrian is that he's constantly making jokes about everything, anything, you know, about the freaking, I don't know, like the flowers that I put there, or like the oil, the way I do something, or the way I say something. And the same thing goes for me.
Or
like,
she thinks we're on step number 24 right now.
I keep poking jokes at things that he says, that he does, or whatever. So I don't know, like, just try your best to like not get into this thing of like being married is you have to change and you have to be very serious. Yeah, there is some seriousness.
Yeah, you got bills to pay. There's mortgages.
Like,
there's
you have to work
notes,
to pay your bills. You have to take care of your kids.
Bills, there's hydro.
But other than that, what's life really? That's it.
You gotta make fun, and it kind of ties into like not letting yourself go. Yeah. You know what I mean? Some people like, okay, we're married now. You know what? I'm never gonna shave my face again.
I'm never gonna shave my legs again.
I'm never putting on deodorant.
I'm never dressing sexy again.
My balls are gonna have an afro like this. You know what I mean? Like, why?
I'm never gonna
Why
get my
can't
hair
you-
done anymore. Why
can't we maintain our sexy? Why can't we still be sexy? I understand like women get pregnant, you can gain weight, all of that.
There's no control.
You can't control that. But for the most part, there's a lot of things you can control. You can control whether or not you want to be happy. You can control whether or not you're gonna go out and enjoy yourself. You can control the manner in which you talk to your person, like whether you're speaking to your partner aggressively or speaking to your partner from a place of love. You can control, like we were talking about previously, like complimenting, like, you know, you're beautiful today, you look good, girl. You know, I'm gonna take you on a date today.
Yes.
You want to go out today? Sometimes I make jokes with her. I'm like,
movie.
yeah, we're gonna go watch that movie just now. But like, I tell her, hey, you look good today.
Yeah.
What's your name, girl? You know, I want to
You
take you out today.
You see, it makes me, what do you say the word? Flustered?
Fluster? I don't know if it's flustered. Horny?
No!
Maybe it's horny.
Flustered.
Could be horny.
It makes me flustered. So it makes me want to be, you know, like, if my man is like that. But I don't know, like, reconnecting.
Back to horny.
Back to the point.
No, but horny goes into it too, because if you're getting it in, don't stop getting it in. I hear this thing too, when you get married.
It becomes
all the good. I heard once every 3 months sometimes.
Oh my God.
No, don't make that happen. Get it in. You have kids, make them go to their bedroom, have their own bedroom as early as possible. Have fun, get it in with your partner. It should not be getting less. We actually doing it in all reality.
Oh my
more.
God.
More. We did it a lot before, but like more. More sex, more love, more fun, more dates, more blessings, more life. More. Not less. You're not losing.
We're talking about marriage.
Winning. Marriage is a win.
Guys,
but
if the girl is good to you, you're winning.
Exactly.
If she's making you a better person, you're winning.
And if I thought that if I marry her, I'm gonna get less of any of those things, why would I get married? Why would I get married? Why would I even probably stay married?
And the guys, you're focusing on one girl that's a good girl, you are winning.
I'm winning.
Always going to be
winning. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. So I found a girl of high value and high quality. So I need to look around and do anything. I have everything I want here. I don't need to be in the strip club. I don't need to do any of those things because look at her. And not just beauty, brain. She's intelligent. She helps me to grow many of my ideas, whether they're business-wise or anything like that. You know, if I can do something that can make $1 million, she'll help me to make $2 million. So I'm not losing anything.
And be that girl too. Be that girl that can add that, right? Like that.
Add value.
Like add that to. He's like to the point where he questions himself of like, why would I even leave her? Why would I not get married to her? She does this, she does that, she's this, she's that.
Yeah. Especially if you have a guy that, as they say, that the hot topic now is high value men. So especially if he's like a entrepreneur, he's a CEO, he's making over 100K, 200K or anything like that, be an asset to him. Because a lot of the complaints I hear was with women that have high value men is that he's never home, he's always in another country, he's you know what I mean? He has no time for you. But if you are an asset to him, you can help him with his spreadsheet, you can help him with his, to make a good profit margin and all of that.
And we'll make a video just
particularly about that, like being with a high value man. Yeah, so if you can add to him, he's gonna become an asset. Instead of him hiring like an assistant or him having another person as a business partner, you become his business partner. Now you're there with him everywhere because there's value of me bringing my wife to a business meeting because she's incredibly smart. She knows how the business operates, so on and so forth. And if it wasn't her, it'd be somebody else. I'd have to hire a guy, a girl, whoever that can fill that role. So we spend a lot of time together because she brings value to my life. And I feel like I bring value to your life as well.
Yeah.
So
make yourself like almost
indispensable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the word.
So
that's what I should explain it, but that's the actual word I was looking for.
Indispensable.
Once you make yourself indispensable,
irreplaceable, as Beyonce says. Yeah.
There's a high chance this is going to propose to you
very soon.
If you use our tips, our steps, and you got married, please let us know.
Let us know. And
that is to be celebrated.
Comment, share,
subscribe,
turn on your notifications,
share to all your girlfriends
and your boyfriends, soon to be husbands.
Oh yes,
hey,
amen to that.
We're actually praying for you. We're actually doing this from a place of love. We love, happiness, marriages. That's what we're all about, having fun, good times, and prosperity. So we'll see you guys soon with another episode very shortly. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Peace.